Hi and welcome to Total Swans TV. Today I'm going to be going through my Euro 2020-2021 predictions of who I think is going to win each group, who I think is going to be the best third place playoffs, and of course all the knockout stages right through until the final, and announce to you who I think is going to win the tournament overall. It's a very exciting tournament as we've all been waiting over a year for this to actually happen due to the restrictions that were going in place last year across the world. It's been delayed, it's been much anticipated, so we're going to go through all the groups, as I say, right the way through to the final to determine who I believe, my opinion, who is going to win the tournament. And there's some absolutely unbelievable teams and squads in this tournament this year. And of course, there's a couple of teams who are really going to struggle in each group, but we'll go through that as we go through it. So up on the screen just now, you should be seeing the first three groups. I will be looking to my right hand side a bit because I'm using the second screen for this table predictor. So yeah, let me know down in the comments who you guys think is going to win each group, and of course who you think is going to win the tournament overall. There's outstanding favourites, of course, as there always is, bookies favourites, but anybody, it's a knockout, anybody can win this tournament, and there's going to be some amazing knockout group games. So yeah, let's just get straight into it, and starting with Group A, as we can see, the home nation Wales, my home nation, repping the flag and a few shirts in the background. So Wales, Italy, Turkey and Switzerland in this group. So for me, it's going to be very difficult, I think, for teams like Turkey and maybe possibly Switzerland to qualify. It's going to be very difficult for Wales as well. Thankfully, that third place, best third place teams get through. Only four of them get through. So you've got to perform in every game. You've got to hopefully not concede many goals. And there's going to be a few teams throughout these groups who are going to concede an awful lot of goals. So for me, I'm going to go with Italy to win Group A. In second place, I think it's really going to be determined between those three fixtures, between Switzerland-Turkey, Switzerland-Wales, Wales-Turkey. It's going to be really difficult. So I'm going to back my team, I'm going to back my country, Wales for second place. And I think Switzerland in second, with Turkey finishing in fourth. So that would then wrap up Group A. It's going to be a difficult group for any of these teams. It's not going to be easy at all. But as we move on to Group B, it looks a little bit more clear as to who is actually going to win this group and possibly finish in second place. Group winners for me are going to be Belgium. Their team is just completely littered with outstanding players. And it's going to be really hard, I think, for anybody else in this group to finish top. Moving on to second place, as I said, I think it's going to be quite an easy one. But looking at it, Russia, Denmark and Finland, off of previous records, I'm going to back Russia because I think they've got quite a strong team. They're a big nation. They've got a mass amount of players to pick from. And I think that they're going to finish in second place, whereas third place would be a toss-up between Denmark and Finland. Me, personally, with some of the quality players that Denmark have, I believe that they will finish in third place in this group, with, of course, then Finland finishing fourth and bottom of that group. This isn't going to be a very long video, guys. I'm going to try and get through it as quickly as possible. Moving on to Group C, then we have Austria, North Macedonia, Ukraine and the Netherlands. So I think we all know who is probably likely going to win this group. For me, I'm going to back Netherlands, the strongest team in this group by far. Again, a team littered with outstanding quality, from the back in the goalkeeper position right the way through to the attack. And of course, the bench is going to be very strong as well. For second place, for me, it's between Ukraine and Austria. Again, off of sort of previous sort of tournaments and the qualifications, I'm going to back Austria for this one. And then with Ukraine coming in third place, they have a really good chance, I think, though, of getting one of those qualification groups, qualification places in third place. Unfortunately, North Macedonia, I don't think will really win a game in this group and will finish bottom. So then we move on to the final three groups. There are 6 groups overall. England, and I guess you could say 2 of the 3 home nations group, England, Scotland, Croatia and Czech Republic. Now England tend to get a very easy group in the tournaments due to their high seeding rankings, but this one is probably one of their most difficult groups they've had in recent years. Scotland, again, it's going to be a local national derby for those 2 teams. England and Scotland will be playing each other, which is going to be an absolute momentous occasion. I can't recall the last time those 2 teams played each other in a major tournament, so that's going to be really exciting to watch. And if we were Scottish or English, it'd be a massive, massive game to be part of. But Croatia and Czech Republic are not going to be pushovers at all. They're going to be really, really strong teams to finish possibly top and definitely second and third. So I'm going to back England for top of the table. Not that I want to, but I really think that is how it's going to end up. England have a great, great squad. So many Premier League players in there, players playing across top European leagues. And I just think they've got it in the bag to win their table. So into second place is going to be a toss-up for me between Croatia and Czech Republic. Again, fantastic, fantastic teams. Both really strong in tournament football. For me, Croatia are going to finish second, with Czech Republic coming in third, and then that would mean that Scotland would be eliminated at the first hurdle in the groups. It's not, again, what I want to see. I would love, honestly, all three home nations to progress into the knockout stages, but I feel Croatia and Czech Republic are just going to be far too strong for Scotland. So, Group E, we have Spain's group with Slovakia, Sweden and Poland. Spain, once again, another fantastic team, completely littered with quality players. They're going to win the group quite easily, in my opinion. Of course, previous tournament winners, a few years back, they won the Euros twice in a row and the World Cup. So, absolutely fantastic team. And, of course, a lot of their experience and sort of older players have now gone out of their team, and they are just flooded with quality youngsters coming through. Second place in the group, I'm going to give to Slovakia. They're a very good, strong nation. They always do well in tournament football. And I back them for second spot. It'd be a good game, though, between Spain and Slovakia. But Spain, I feel, will probably win all three of their group games. In third spot, I should say, I'm going to back Poland. The Polish, I think, again, a very good outfit. I believe Lewandowski is still playing for them, and an absolutely quality player at the top end of the pitch. Sweden are going to finish bottom of that group and again get knocked out at the first hurdle. And then we move on to probably the most anticipated and entertaining group of all, the group of death, or Group F, however you want to put it across. Portugal, France, Germany and Hungary. I think we all know Hungary are finishing bottom of this group. It's just a matter of fact of who is going to win the group overall. France are tournament favourites, of course, but Germany, no slouches at all. Their team is unbelievable. They got some very good players throughout their squad, and again, their bench is just unbelievable. So France to win the group, and then I honestly don't see Portugal finishing anywhere other than third in this group. They won the Euro 2016. In my opinion, very, very lucky. They beat Wales in the semi-finals. Credit to them. That Ronaldo header was absolutely unbelievable. But I see them finishing third. So second in the group for me is going to be Germany, with Portugal finishing third. They've got some good players, but as an outfit, I watched them play against Spain the other night. Spain should have won the game quite comfortably. Ronaldo, few heavy touches on the ball, could have got himself through on goal, but unfortunately, I think he's getting to the point where after a very busy season, playing in multiple competitions throughout the season, I think he's really struggling, and I don't really see him doing an awful lot for Portugal this time round. So that would leave Hungary then bottom of that group, and again eliminated at the first hurdle. So just a quick look back: Italy, then Wales in Group A, Belgium and Russia for Group B, Netherlands and Austria for Group C, England, Croatia for Group D. Group E winners would be Spain, with Slovakia coming runners up, and then Group F, France, the tournament favourites to qualify from that group, with Germany finishing second and Portugal finishing third. Probably, as long as they don't concede an awful lot, as long as they score a few goals against Hungary, they've got a very, very good chance of finishing and qualifying in one of those third place best teams. So then we move down to predicting who is going to finish as the best third place teams from those groups. For me, Portugal, I believe they've got enough in them to get through via the third place playoffs, best third place, however you want to say it. Czech Republic, again, I believe will have enough throughout their team and enough points on the board and goals on the board, hopefully with not too many conceded, to get through. Then we move on to, we can only pick two more. So Looking at the groups, Poland, they got Slovakia, Spain and Sweden. I think they'll do well against Sweden. I think they'll do okay against Slovakia. They'll more than likely lose against Spain, but I'm going to back Poland to get through for the third place. Switzerland, Denmark and Ukraine. As we have seen, Switzerland in the group with Italy and Wales and Turkey. Very, very good opportunity for them to get some points on the board. Likely, could get a draw against Wales, could do something against Italy, but more than likely will pick up points against the Turks. What do we have? We have Denmark and Ukraine. So, Ukraine have North Macedonia. Very, very likely to beat them and get a good few goals as well. Against Austria, they may struggle a little bit, but they'll certainly struggle and drop points against the Netherlands. Although, Netherlands, the last few years, haven't been the sort of dominant outfit that they should have been. Struggling in a few games as well. They drew against Scotland in one of their warm-up games for this tournament. So who knows? It can go any way whatsoever. Denmark then have Finland, Russia and Belgium. For me, Belgium are going to easily win that group. Russia, I think, will put a few goals past Denmark. And I think that, Denmark will more than likely pick up some points against Finland. So for me, for the final best third place team, I honestly think, looking at it, I'm probably going to back Denmark. Probably going to back Denmark in that one. Ukraine will be very disappointed that they won't get through. But against Austria and Netherlands, I just don't think they have enough. So there's our four third place best teams going through to the knockout stages. Now we move on to those knockout stages, and again, some fantastic fixtures to look forward to. Of course, we have Belgium and Portugal being the first knockout game. Belgium, I hope they have enough to put Portugal out of their misery and just get it done for them. So I'm going to back Belgium in that very first one. Italy against Austria. I think we know how that's going to end with Italy qualifying. Look at that quarter-final game already. Belgium against Italy. There's going to be some absolutely amazing games for the neutral nations to enjoy throughout this tournament. It's going to be a brilliant tournament throughout. Like I say, it's been much anticipated. It's been delayed by a year. Hopefully it can live up to the expectations and deliver when it finally arrives. France against Denmark. Tournament favourites are going through. I see them going all the way in my opinion, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. Croatia against Slovakia. Again, another very tough game for both sides. Just on an opinion basis, I see Croatia getting through into that one. So France, Croatia for the quarters. Then we have Spain and Czech Republic. Spain, I back them. As I say, they did draw against Portugal in a 0-0 stalemate the other night, but Spain have got an awful lot of quality players. They just got to learn to put that ball in the back of the net. And I think they will do it against the Czech Republic. Now then, England against Germany. This is where I believe England's tournament comes to an end. I honestly don't see them getting past Germany whatsoever. Germany are far too strong. Hopefully I don't eat my words, but Germany are far too strong of an outfit for England. England always have great individuals going into a tournament, but as a team, they seem to let themselves down. And I can't imagine how frustrating it would be if I was English, supporting the English boys in a tournament, because every single tournament they have an absolutely outstanding team. They always believe football's coming home. They always believe they're going to bring back the goods and bring back a trophy, whether it's a World Cup or a European Championship. But when they come up against Germany in the knockout stages, I don't see any other winner other than the Germans for that one. Then we have the final two knockout games in this one before the quarterfinals are decided. Netherlands against Poland. We're due an upset. We really are due an upset, but I don't see it coming in this game, unfortunately. So the Netherlands to qualify for that one. And then my home nation, as I said, Wales against Russia. We've had some good games over the years. I remember back trying to qualify for Euro 2004, I believe it was. We finished quite well in the group when we had Italy in our group in the qualifiers for the tournament. We finished and then with a playoff game against Russia. We went away to Russia, got the draw, come back to Cardiff and lost. I honestly think we're due to give them one back for this round. Obviously, we beat them in Euro 2016, but I honestly think we're still due to give them that favour and knock them out of a tournament. So Netherlands and Wales for that qualifying game. So quarterfinal games, Belgium against Italy. Again, we're being spoilt. At least in my predictions, if this is the way the tournament goes, we are being absolutely spoilt with fixtures and games and teams that are going to be playing each other. There's going to be world-class players throughout this entire tournament, and I don't know about you guys, but I have been dying for this tournament to come around. Unfortunately, as I say, it was restricted last year. From what I can see and remember, qualifying groups weren't able to be finished because of the restrictions and the global pandemic. But things are now back on track. Things are getting a bit better across the world. So now we're being spoilt with football tournament in this Euros. So Belgium and Italy, a massive, massive game. Belgium, their golden era seems to be coming to an end. They're not doing what they should be doing in tournaments. They're doing well as far as qualifications, winning their groups. When they get to tournament football, winning their group stages there as well. But when it comes to knockout football, we saw Wales can dispossess them and put them out with their misery nice and early as well in tournaments. So for me, I see the Italians getting through to the semi-finals for this tournament. We then have France and Croatia, again, tournament favourites. I kind of spotted it a little bit earlier on, a few minutes ago. For me, France are going all the way to that final, but we'll back them in this one against Croatia. We then have Spain against Germany. Spoilt. We're going to be completely spoilt if these predictions are the way that the tournament pans out. Spain against Germany. The knockouts are always where the big boys clash. And again, Germany are going to come out on tops in that one. Then on to the final quarter-final game. Netherlands against Wales. I believe this one will be played in the Johan Cruyff Arena in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. And again, as I say, we're doing upset. Do Wales honestly have what it takes to knock out the Netherlands in this quarter-final game? Yeah, I honestly think we do. I'm being biased. You can leave whatever comments you want down below. Wales ain't going to get past this far. Wales won't get this far in the tournament. Wales are going to crumble in the group stages, however you want to see it. But hopefully, we'll have some cracking games. Wales can turn it on when we need to. Gareth Bale, Ramsey and co. We have some great goalkeepers at the moment. Hennessy, of course, didn't play in the game against France where we took a 3-0 battering, but some fantastic, fantastic goalkeeping in that game. We held them at bay for about 20 minutes, probably the better team for about 20 minutes as well. So we can kind of hold our own against the big boys, but whether we can see it out, I'm not entirely sure. But for me, we're going to beat the Netherlands. Italy v France. In the first semi-final game, once again, an absolute clash of the giants of European football. Italy, multiple-time winners of the European tournament and World Cups, of course. France, tournament favourites, World Cup winners. They're going all the way, boys. They're going all the way, boys and girls. They are going all that way. Germany against Wales. I think this is where the end of the road for the Welsh boys comes to an end. It's going to be too much to ask over Germany. So for me, the Germans are going to beat us probably quite comfortably in this semi-final. Again, another semi-final exit for my prediction for Wales. Euro 2016, we made it through to the semi-finals and we lost to Portugal. Very unfortunate to lose to them, but probably the better team won on the day. That, of course, then takes us through to that final, the one we've all been waiting for. The one that we all anticipate. We hope all our nations, all our home nations, can get through to that game. As I say, tournament favourites against the big boys of Europe, Germany. Who do you guys think? Before I go on to this one, if you haven't already, pause the video, go down to the comments. Let me know who you think is going to win the tournament overall. Let me know who you think is going to win the tournament out of my two predicted teams who are going to get through to the final. France against Germany. It's only going one way. That French squad that played against Wales the other night, they did not hold back. Their starting 11 was superb. Their bench was superb, and they still didn't even feature Kante at all. So, for me, players make the difference on the pitch. The managers can do what they can do. They can select the team. They can set them up tactically right. But the players on the pitch at the end of the day are the ones who win or lose the games. For me, France, as I said, tournament favourites. They're going all the way to the final. Can they do it on the day? France against Germany. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. My tournament winners are going to be France, ladies and gentlemen. That is who I believe is going to walk home with the European trophy, or the Euro trophy this season. They're going to be world champions and European champions back to back. and they're going to parade it around Paris, no doubt, and fully deservedly. It's going to be an absolutely unbelievable tournament. I cannot wait for it. We are on the week. This is being released on the week of the tournament starting. Of course, it's starting Friday night with Italy in Group A. It's going to be an unbelievable game. It's going to be an unbelievable tournament. Hopefully we get to see some absolute worldies of goals, and hopefully we get to see some unbelievable finishing and teamwork throughout the entire tournament. So thank you very much for watching. As I said at the start, it's not going to be a very long video. It's just a quick one. I wanted to get it out before the tournament starts, of course. I will be doing a lot of live streams for the Euros throughout the tournament. All the home nations games, every single Welsh game, every single interesting and big game we can. And then we'll throw a couple of random games in there as well. We may watch a couple of Macedonia games. We may watch Finland and Denmark. Who knows? I will be releasing a streaming schedule, which you can find over on all of my socials, which I will have at the end of this video. So please follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me and subscribe to me over on YouTube. Get hitting that subscribe button now. Hit that like button on this video. Let me know down in the comments who you honestly think is going to win the tournament. And let me know your home nation and how far you guys think you're going to get in the tournament. So, France to win the tournament for me, 2020/21 champions. If it goes that way, congratulations to them. As I say, lots and lots of live streams come in throughout the tournament. I will also be doing a Euro 2020-21 fantasy football team, which I will be releasing a video for that just before the tournament starts. I will release out on my socials the mini league that you can get involved in. If we get enough teams in there, we'll see if we can sort out a prize for the winner at the end of it. But it'll be a bit of fun. Get involved if you've already got your team created. When it comes out, I will of course then link the mini league code, or even the link straight to it down in the description of all of the Euro videos. Jump in whenever you want throughout the tournament. Don't jump in on the final day that you can win, obviously, if your team is smashing it. But get involved, let's have a bit of fun. Hopefully you guys can join me for the tournament live streams. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm Tom, and I hope you guys have a fantastic tournament wherever you're from. I hope your team can do you guys proud, and I'm sure these guys behind me will do me proud, as they have done the last few seasons, the last few tournaments. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe on your way out, and thank you once again.